Happy New Year.
Wow. It's so funny because before you used to be all about like the little like lead in, like chat,
I know.
da-da-da. But today you've been all about just dropping.
Get right to it.
Dropping something.
I
Like,
know.
Proud of you. Season 2. She's changing, guys. She's changing.
We're just getting right into it. There's just good shit.
We have some good shit today. I mean, well, you have some good shit. I'm just here, but
This
we'll
is
see.
year number 2 of me dragging Lume into the same topic. I'm dragging you into it every year. But first of all, new year, new me. No, just kidding. New year,
New COVID.
new COVID.
Yeah, that's what you meant to say. Yeah, like gone are the things of the past, like just coronavirus 19 and the very slimly popular Delta variant.
No, slimly popular was Alpha.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Delta was
didn't
widely popular.
Alpha didn't get no shine.
No hose. Alpha ain't getting no
shine.
hose.
Not a swipe right upon them. It was like,
Delta was like a frat boy who had its moment and then just became hella washed.
I was gonna say Delta is like my Tinder when I'm outside of Minnesota.
Okay.
And then come right back.
Just a teaser.
It's hot when I'm outside.
Just a
and then I get back and that shit.
It's a 1-2.
Somebody came for it.
And now here we are. We got Omarion in the cut.
Hey, ice box where my Corona used to be.
And the thing is, like, I really thought that it was going to be Cap. I thought that, people were over talking it, over, too scared, fear mongering, da-da-da. Nah, man, every bitch in America has COVID, bro.
You know when I thought I was like, I'm not gonna say like I'm like fully superstitious, but there are some things.
But I am a little
like,
stitious.
Yeah, I'm a little stitious, right? So when I knew Omarion might be a little real deal Holyfield was when they reported the first sighting was in Cali. Mm-hmm. I was like, ties with your LA.
Yep.
But then in my cousin's group chat, we have people from New York, Minnesota, and Cali. And where were the first 3 states?
Tick, tick, tick.
Bingo, bango. I
Strike
said,
3, you're out. Bing bong, as the kids say.
Where's Joe Biden at? That was actually what I was saying. I was like, where's Joe Biden at? Like, we need some help. Like, this is not going to go well. And sure enough, here we are. NBA can't play no games. NFL can't. We're back to moving games on other days. Like, I'm like, this feels oddly familiar. This is like when I was learning to be on a podcast. Like,
I saw one thing that was like, I remember when I was worried that COVID would mess up my life for 3 weeks. Year 3, here we go. Junior year loading.
Junior year. Hey, like we said before, went to the gym.
And the thing
Worked
is,
on his game.
Junior year, that's the warm up. I just don't know. The whole thing is so out of my fucking realm of. I don't know. I'm vaxxed. I might have had it. I don't even know. I don't even care. It'll be all right.
I made the joke long before leaving Uganda December 9th. Went to Uganda December 9th, 2019. Came back January 2020. And I made the joke that I just had so much fun. I should have stayed. I'm like, you know what? I should have stayed. Period. It was the end of the world. I might as well just died in paradise, right? Like, shit. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like I mean, this is getting like very like dark humor, but I don't care. That's like my whole thing. I always said it's not. I don't want to be Will Smith and I Am Legend. Not interested. Yeah. I want to be dead by long before then.
Not ideal. Not ideal. Unless they're like, and yeah, great movie, but yeah, I don't want to be, yeah.
But here we are in year fucking 3 of the coronavirus.
And we coming up on another wonderful new year. And actually, because we're putting this out on New Year's Eve.
We're putting this out sometime around New Year. The people will appreciate it at that time.
I'm just going to say, hopefully, New Year's Eve, I'm just pouring some more confetti on myself because, Michigan is in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to care about and say. But, yeah, we are bringing back the resolutions because...
Yeah, we need New Year's resolutions, obviously.
Like Kristen said, she's been bullying me into these for 2 years. I've been not doing them since And now
You have
I'm
some
doing
good
that.
stuff on the list this year, though. You're kind of buying in. You're coming around slowly but surely.
I'm buying into knowing what to tell you. That's what I'm buying into. I'm learning how to handle the CEO.
Well, first of all, we need to recap what was said in the last episode.
Yes.
Ideally, all of you loyal listeners would go back and listen to the first time we did this. But
Or you can go to the YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on the YouTube.
Yes,
so,
but
we're visual people.
in lieu of that, or in lieu of all the descriptions, let's just quickly summarize what we said last year and whether or not we succeeded and what worked and what didn't.
So what, am I on the top here? I say, okay. So I said I wanted to limit the one-night stands. Goal accomplished, because I had 0 one-night stands in 2021. I actually ended up retiring in 2021. I was having such little sex. So worked out great for me as far as that one. I hit that one on the mark.
Nailed it. You nailed it.
Hit it on the mark. Yeah. Proud of myself. That's
Gold star.
1 for 1. Let's go. Ooh, what about you?
I said that I wanted to go on a first date every month. And I said I wanted to have sex every month. Both failed. Shout out Omicron.
Shout out Omicron. Shout out to Catfish. Shout out the roster.
No, both failed. But I will say, though, that, like, technically, those things did not occur. On a more, like, metaphorical level, I don't, this was, because of this podcast, I felt like I was genuinely committed to these. And I feel like they didn't fail in that sense. I feel like it did push me to, like, talk to strangers. Yeah, like, get myself out there.
You straight up called me out for motherfuckers you had to talk to.
Right.
Or had to talk to. Well, you said you had to talk to them because I said so. Or you're like,
or whatever.
What was the one thing you said? Oh, I just heard Lume in my head talk about, why would you do
gotta
that?
do this or that. Yeah, so, I mean, I do feel like having these resolutions / more relevantly, just like the podcast at large, did, like, push me out of my comfort zone in a good way. So I wouldn't consider them failures.
Yeah, it just didn't hit the
fail.
actual listed goal.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah, that's why we make them. We gotta try.
I'm trying to become, like, more receptive to the good old college try, so they say. Because if it's not obvious by now, usually I'm like, no, we have to do it all the way. Or just forget it. But no, I'm trying to become more mature in my understanding of effort and
You're doing
balance.
Doing a better job than me. Doing a better job than me. But again, I went the whole way into. I went the other way. I was like the Omarion.
You didn't know what you were setting up. Yeah.
I was like the Omarion. I was like, you know what? I'm going to the extreme.
Icebox where your heart used to be.
Oh, 100%. Doing the gym. Wow.
Okay. So, given that, we have new resolutions for 2022. Should I start off with a banger?
I mean, why not? Shit, fuck it.
So what's on the list?
We back in the building.
Okay. I'll start. Then Lume has a few. Number 1. This is my main one. This is the big guns right off the bat.
Needless to say, I'm going to challenge her on this.
Yep.
We're
just gonna try to really, really get to the heart of the problems, I guess. I don't even know. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm beating around the bush.
Number 1 New Year's 2022 resolution for the CEO is
stop sleeping with men who don't eat pussy and tell them that that's why I won't.
So tell them that's why you won't sleep with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Or tell them that's why we have to stop.
Yeah.
They can't continue.
Okay. So
I thought long and hard about this. I did not put this on the list willy-nilly. I was like,
this is I think most women that were listening would agree. This is a very serious and positive resolution. I will say that there are probably plenty of men listening to this that will probably their first counter will be like, hey, an eye for an eye. And I'd have no problem with that counter if that's their counter.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But
definitely I feel more women are giving head than men. And that's part of the problem.
Yeah, so you're trying to be a catalyst.
Well, yeah, but I also am just trying to, like, genuinely
Set boundaries.
I don't know. Not even that, because like I do that all the time and it's fine. It just get better sex. Like I feel like I settle too much, honestly. I really do. And it just doesn't serve. It's just like a waste of time. And so I'm just like, it's not because like excuse me, being single, like single people understand this. Like you like sometimes you just settle because you're just like you're single and there's an opportunity and you're horny and it's fine. And it's not the end of the world to do that. But at the same time, like when dudes are coming back around,
I do love a good comeback around
and,
the time of year.
And it makes like that be like an easy route to take versus the more difficult route of actually like, again, going on first dates, pursuing new acquaintances, all these kinds of things. Like you get stuck in this cycle of settling for people because you like, or at least I do. I get stuck of settling for mediocre sex because I like the person. Like we vibe.
Which, I mean, that's a good thing to like.
Right, which is fine, but like it has to be one or the other. It has to be either there's the potential for a relationship there, in which case we're going to grow together and like whatever, like grow our sexual chemistry, you know?
And you'll teach them.
I'll teach you up, like whatever, that's fine. Or if there's no, you know, relationship potential there, you have to fuck me good. Like, otherwise, what's the point of this? Like, that's what we're here for. You're not understanding the assignment. You need some execution, please.
And as to the point as that opinion is, and honestly, I'm going to full disclosure, I don't actually disagree. Like,
yeah. No, I know
at
you
this
wouldn't
point,
disagree.
you should either be trying to, you know, get with me or at least get down with the get down at a very reliable level, if you will.
Right.
I just don't believe you.
You just don't believe me? What don't you believe? You don't believe that I won't sleep with them or that I won't tell them? Or both?
Well, I mean, I definitely don't believe that you won't sleep with them. Like, you're the same person that was on this pod a little while ago talking about I'm so parched.
I know.
Hold on.
No, I still am so parched, but that's why I'm making this resolution, is because those things don't, they like, blah, like the parched person has no perspective. Like, Correct. It's like when they say like drunk me, like I don't know her, like whatever they did, like da da da. Like, again, like parched me is just not making the right choices for what's best for us.
But like, so now like, even like, let's take this, right? Because, you know, I'm retired, so I can speak to the people honestly. And I'll speak to you right now as my patient zero.
Okay.
As you've come to Lume's therapy, you tell me you're parched.
Yeah.
Most people, when they're parched, the next sex is great sex, only because you haven't had sex in so long.
Right.
So what you're telling me right now is that you want to ensure great sex by putting at least a caveat in there that they do something to help with your experience. And I'm saying that you will get with somebody probably soon, and they will probably not do this. And there's no way to know right away if they're like the potential for a person. Like, you're gonna have to talk to them a little bit, right?
Right.
But let's just say you talk to them for a little bit and it's clear like they're a roster Nelson Cruz type.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're telling them not to come back and fuck you again.
Here's the thing, like I don't know.
Without doing this.
I see your point. Like, okay, if it's good, it's good. That's your point.
Well, yes and no. My real point is like when you're parched. You don't even know if it's good.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that is true. When you're parched, you don't care. But like, men just have an easier time than women do. Like, it's easier for it to be a B+ or above for men, I feel.
Probably.
Right. And so for me, I'm just trying to say like, parched me will settle for C-. And I'm trying to raise that bar. Like, let's not.
And I'm not trying to hold you back, girl. I want you to raise that bar. Shit, I don't care how high you want to put it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, there's definitely times where I'm not giving a dude head. So I'm not saying like, you know, even though the resolution literally says like, if he's not even pussy, I'm not going. I more mean it in a sense of like, if it's not a certain level, I need to like put the end put the kibosh on it after the one time. Maybe 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, see, we're already fine-tuning these resolutions.
Fine, you tell me what's better. Like, should I give it the second chance or no?
I mean, I
feel like maybe that's part of my problem and I should stop. I'm always like, maybe this, it'll be better. Like,
well, I mean, here's the thing I tell people that I talk to. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying that you want to do something more than once, as long as you're cool with setting a number.
Yeah.
So if you are actually comfortable with the number being 2, and you stick by that, then what's the problem with 2?
I don't know, but there is the scenario because see, this is where the tell them comes into play. Because
says the woman that doesn't want to teach. Like,
well, yeah, I know, but I don't mean during. I mean like tell them, like when they're like, "Hey, let's hang out," and I'm gonna be like, "No, I can't hang out anymore because you won't eat my pussy." And then that's a great opportunity for them to like say sex to me. And then if they do that, then I'll be like, all right, let's give this another go. So there is part of me that's like, I need to stick with number 1. You know what I mean? Like the first time.
See, now when you present it in that scenario,
yeah,
I actually could see some success in it.
Right. That's the real.
I could see some mastermind in that. Okay, you know what? I might have changed my tune. I think 1 is the correct number.
1 and done, and then you just bring the combo the next time they're like.
The only caveat, or I guess exception, I will say, is like the sloppy jacks hookup where clearly neither of you brought your even B game.
Right.
So like. You need to do it again just because you need to do it again.
Yeah, just to prove your own worth.
Exactly. Like, 'cause I know there have been times where I'm like, damn, like I need to sleep with this girl again because I don't even care if she liked it. I know it was good.
Right.
Like,
I gotta prove this to myself.
I gotta come back around in that sense. So other than that, I agree. One, and then you bring it up, and then they either take the bait and go for the sexting, and they're either one and done, or they gonna be 4-year college student. They're going through the whole rigors.
Because the other thing is, if I sleep with a guy twice, we have significantly more rapport than just the once. Because the once could be, any type of scenarios. We could have talked a lot. We could have talked almost none.
Yeah.
If we've fucked twice, like there's definitely been some rapport built up at that point.
Something's been happening.
Yeah, and so if I then bring the combo to them and say like, you're not eating this cat and it's not good enough, then I feel like they're gonna take that way harder. Like we fucked twice, they may think that they are like laying it down, and I'm just like, you ain't laying it down. Versus if it's just the once, and I'm just like, nah, it's this or nothing. Then they might take it as like funny challenge,
they take it
sexy,
funny, whatever. Yeah, and that's good if they take it that way. And if they don't.
If they don't, then we only fucked once, and I don't care. And
and you're probably not vibing with them anyways on that level, because if they really are hurt by just that one individual thing, it probably wasn't going to work out anyways. Because I mean,
exactly,
we've heard you. You need to have someone you're compatible with in the bed sheets. Yeah. So like, we get it. So yeah, I like it. I like 1. I agree. I'm with 1. That's fine.
Good. I'm glad we talked this through. Now I'm recommitted in my mind.
She's like, now I gotta do it. Shit.
Now I'm ready.
She's like, shit, even Lume's on board. Damn it. All right. Gotta do it. Yeah, definitely do that.
That's my main one. Give me yours. Give me a few yours.
Okay. So are these ones? These are ones I put on you?
You put all 3 of these on here.
I can't believe me. Wow, that's wild. Okay. So the first one, and I know there will be some people that hear this and will either say he's impossible or incapable of doing that, or they'll just be proud that I put it on the list. I need to be a better wingman. Now, this is not me saying that I'm a bad wingman, for the record.
No.
But I know that, especially pre-retirement, I could get distracted.
Okay, I was going to ask you to elaborate.
And so, and this was not a wingman situation that recently occurred, but I was out the other day with one of my boys, Sunday fun day, having a good time, and this girl was there that one of her friends knew, like, if she showed up, I was going to be, like, talking to her. Okay. And needless to say, that's exactly what happened.
But this was pre-retirement.
Correct.
Okay.
So, like, I just wasn't there to, like, assist my boy in, not that he necessarily needs my help or not.
Right, but
like,
yeah.
I wasn't even attempting to, like, ingratiate him with some of the other girls or, like, make sure he was good before I was moved. I was like, well, Target acquired.
Right.
And so, yeah, and that used to happen often, I'll say. I'll admit it. I can be comfortable enough in myself to admit that happened relatively often. So, in this new retired life, 2022, I want to be better at that. I want to be here for my guys, my single dudes hanging out with me, and just want them to be happy because, I got to live vicarious.
I mean, you can be a good wingman and not be retired, but we'll get there.
Baby steps, girl. Baby steps. Okay, baby steps.
If you're out in the streets wingmanning, I'm happy. Step one is to cheat.
So that's definitely something I'm going to try to do.
Okay, I'm into that.
A lot better in 2022. What else did I put on here?
Like
Oh, all right. I guess we could talk about this too. Another thing, even though I am retired, I do think that I would enjoy being in places with more single people.
Preach.
And so I would like to find somewhere not events and adventures. Don't waste your time sending me the link and add.
That was a joke.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Like, it's not. I'll get mad. But yeah, just there's got to be places like, I showed you that one IG site I guess profile that's like that Thursday dating.
Yeah.
Where they set up
we haven't talked about that, I don't think. Apparently in New York, there's this new app.
It's New York and London right now, but they're expanding. But yeah, go
where
ahead.
It's basically like they drop very last minute. They drop a location for Thursdays, and only single people are allowed to get in with the club, so to speak.
Yeah, only the people that have registered being single on their whatever app or something, they get that link.
Yeah,
you go, you can match with someone before and meet them there.
Right, so it's like an app where you can match. Yeah,
but it only lasts for the night.
Right.
So if you guys don't link up, if you don't link up, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Holla at you next Thursday. Maybe they'll be there. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But just the idea of going to a bar essentially full of single people.
Right.
It's kind of impossible, but that's awesome. I like that idea. So just finding a place where a majority of single people are hanging out at would be nice to, that'd be nice.
I agree.
So that's something I would like to do.
And even if it's not a location where it's that scenario where that's the dream scenario.
Yeah. No, obviously this is here in Edmonton.
More FaceTime with singles than women.
Here in Edmonton, that's a dream scenario that we probably have to host ourselves.
Quarantine singles club.
For being honest, that's probably
Lonely Hearts Club band.
It's the only way we're gonna be able to do that is rent out a bunch of tables in a corner and be show up. But yeah, no, just hanging out face to face with them, interaction,
right? Not even
breaking bread, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Friends, potentials, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, just again, not
vibes.
Being fifth,
right?
Seventh, third,
11th,
13th. 41st, exactly. I could go on and on wheels. Be nice. It'd be nice. So
that's a good one. I like that.
That's definitely another
Put
2022.
Research into that. Might need some viewership help.
Yeah. So yeah, if y'all know where they at, slide in the DMs. Slide in the DMs.
Very good. Very good.
You proud of me?
Oh, yeah. You gotta say this one. I said my hardcore one. Lume's got another one on here that's his hardcore one. That's really funny.
All right.
Let's go. Come on. I admitted mine.
All right. This is me talking too much, but it's fine. So I probably put this on the list when I was drinking, but it's okay. So last year I had said that, like to limit the one night stands, and I was successful.
Ding, ding, ding.
So in the honor and spirit of speaking things into existence, said I would like to have some one night stands.
Fucking men.
Now again, this does not change my retirement status in any way.
No, not at this point.
Because I am, again, still retired, not looking for bae or out here. And a one-night stand is specifically...
You're relaxed. You're vibing.
One-night stand is specifically that. We're out. We have a great time. Maybe we're on a Kristen date.
Yep.
Next thing you know, I wake up, get you to Uber Black, get out of my house. Cool.
Done. Moves.
So that would be...
Baby roster.
Okay, and now she's already trying to throw these little seeds in here. She's really trying to get me to put that MJ facts out. She's trying to plant these seeds. She playing with me.
It's okay. Baby steps.
She playing with me.
I don't want to overplay my hand.
Yes, but I will admit that I will put that on wax as a 2022 Lume Quarantings resolution.
Exclusive content.
Bow, 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 bow. Let's get some of these one night stands popping in 2022.
I'll go sign that. I'll go for a one night stand. Fuck it. Fuck the bullshit.
She'll share one resolution she will share with me. She's like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
I told you had good shit on the list. I love this.
This is the part you talking. I don't want you to agree with me.
Go back and listen to the Sneaky Link episode and get prepared. Classic. Love it.
Oh man, I can't believe I just.
That means you're gonna be happy out in the streets. We gotta get a little slop jalop. Hopefully Omarion leaves us alone.
I know. Omarion leaves us alone. Don't worry, I'll be in them streets. Don't worry, I'll get double boosted if I need to get out there and be slop jalop. So it's not a problem.
Yeah, I want to skip ahead a little bit. We have a really good one for the end, but kind of related to this. So you put something on, and I put the exact opposite thing on. So related to the one night stands, we have Omarion right now. We're not sure how long it's going to last. We started out this podcast and it was hot. It was hardcore quarantine.
Yeah, I was about to say and
so
basically all we could do was record.
The swiping was the only choice, right? And so now we've had our little taste of the good life of being back out in the streets.
Uh-huh.
We had our summer, and it was
it wasn't exactly shot girl summer. But,
so the question is, what is the resolution for 2022? Swipe less or swipe more?
I mean, this is, a side Lume rant that I'm not going to get into right now. But for me, if we're here, it's swipe less.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You've said that before.
Correct.
You feel it even more strongly now, but yeah.
It's just a proven fact.
It's just a proven fact that
this is like science.
You don't like swiping in Minnesota.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's a waste of my time. I could be doing other things. There's so much anime I got to catch up on.
See, You put swipe less, I put swipe more. I said swipe more not because I think it's worthwhile.
We know how you feel.
I think it's a total waste of time. I'm in agreement with you totally. But I just don't know. I just am not sure that I'm meeting enough. Like, I am trying to push myself to talk to strangers when I'm out, which is fine. And I'm still committed to that. And I think that's like good for just a person to
as long as they're not with long trench coats and trying to take you to back alleys. Yes, agreed.
But at the same time, I don't feel like as a single person who's, sort of committed to that. I don't know. I have a whole roster 2.0 thing ready, but unless like the really perfect person comes along, or really, I don't know, not perfect, but like just really compatible person who's just like it's automatic. And
unless the vibe comes
the
along.
Vibes are immaculate. I'm going to be single. And so, like, I don't feel like there are enough opportunities for me to meet someone at a bar. Like, I just feel like no matter how much I try, it will never be enough. Yeah. There's just literally not enough opportunity.
Correct. Well, I mean, there's just, the amount of time you have to spend is like, it's genuinely not realistic.
Especially when it's like, and I've said this before, like, a lot of what's been happening lately is the fact that men that I am genuinely interested in on a roster kind of level, or like I like them enough to casually date them, like life gets in the way, or they drop the ball, or I drop the ball, or whatever it is, and that's so common. And it's just like, okay, so now,
guys, your New Year's resolution in 2022: don't fumble the bag.
Don't fumble the bag, for real, because it's just like, at the point that we're only communicating or seeing each other like once every month to 6 weeks, I no longer give a fuck. I just truly don't care. Especially if it's just talking, just texting, like just checking in. Like, I don't care. And so, all that happens like all the time because, again, these people, we're not exclusive. We're not. Yeah,
so it's like they're not beholden.
Or,
to
I mean,
you.
to be fair to the men, like, I was sick for 3 weeks. I did not hit up any dudes in that time because I was just like, ew, I'm sick. I don't want to talk to men. Like, I want to watch my shows.
She didn't even hit me up. She don't even like me. So shit. Like, don't worry, guys. She was really not talking to nobody.
You know, life gets in the way. It's not always someone's fault, but like, that's why I genuinely feel like I need to consistently use the dating apps because it's just there's not enough genuine opportunity to be even taken advantage of. It's not even about taking the chances. It's that there's not enough chances.
Correct. And it gives you the opportunity, whether illness or not, whatever, or not, like just, you know, we live in MN. The winter, people know I hibernate.
Right.
You're not going to see me outside like you see me outside in the summertime.
Yeah.
Like, because I just don't want to go anywhere.
Right. Right.
And
yeah,
so,
that too. The whole winter thing.
Yeah. So it's like using the apps at least gives you some more of that opportunity that you are choosing to pass up.
And at least even thinking about it, you know, like one of the other like lower level resolutions I put on here is literally make time to date. I feel like, you know, like we're grown adults with full-time jobs. Like you almost have to like literally schedule time in your,
you talked about
your
that.
life.
Like,
yeah. And it's just like, okay, I need to schedule time to date. I need to like consistently be on dating apps so that I'm genuinely like have it on the brain. Otherwise it just becomes like more important things take up the space.
Exactly.
Podcast, job, work, life, family, friends, like,
all that, yeah.
all of it. So I feel like I need to swipe more. Now that we're talking this through, I would take it one step further maybe and say that I need to not be on Hinge so much.
Because you hate every dude you match with on Hinge.
Yeah, and the reason I like...
Like, you know, you like, I'm like, I wish I was joking. Like, you actually hate.
No,
every
I
dude
actually
you match
like
with.
right now on my phone. I know for a fact that I looked at this morning. I have 82 notifications, and I can't bring myself
to even waste your time.
Look at them. Yeah,
Nope. You're like, nope.
Because it's just like I go on Hinge, and the reason Hinge is appealing, and it's the first one I always click on, is because they give you the people who've liked you right off the bat, so you can look at it. But it's just like.
Also, this girl said 82 notifications. Humble fucking brag.
Well, again, I haven't been on there in a long time.
Humble brag.
But it's just like, you know, again, it's like I don't even know if it is a humble brag. Like, again, like, all these men are out here, like, right on every girl. So I have 82 dudes in this fucking line, and I'm just like, these aren't genuine compatible matches when a guy is on there and like, every single picture I have on my Hinge profile is all of me, like, in the city, brunch, fancy outfit, makeup done, blah blah blah.
I've seen the profile.
Yeah, and the dude says like literally, like, it's the first one in the line. I see his picture. It's whatever. His first caption on the thing says, "Don't go out with me if you don't like the country lifestyle," and he liked me. And I'm like, this is just nonsense. Like, it's genuinely upsetting. And I see this kind of shit, and I just close the app. So it's tempting to go to Hinge first because they give me the list of guys that have already liked me. So and I'm like, but this is not the vibe, and it's making me upset.
Because it's, well, I mean, like, I understand the fake catch-22, which is that, like, if you were using, like, Tinder, for example, you would have to pay to see the likes.
Right.
But in Hinge's case, at least you are seeing them immediately. Whether you say anything or not to them is irrelevant. You can pull it up on a list with no problem.
Right.
So, yeah, advantage there. But if you were actually on there more consistently,
I know, it wouldn't be
you
such
wouldn't
a hassle
have 82 notifications.
Yeah, I know.
So, again, it's the fake catch-22.
It just feels like with Hinge, like I'm having to spend my time assessing whether to match with dudes who did not read my profile and did not spare 1 second of thought for our actual compatibility. And if I'm swiping, then at least I'm assessing them. Like, it's not like I'm having to give time of day to dudes who have already fumbled. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to that or not. I'm just thinking that through now.
Yeah,
but.
I know. And that's why I said I'm going to keep saying it. You're fake catch-22. Yeah. But it's cool. Like, I agree with you. I think you should try some kind of level of consistency. You know what maybe we should do? And this is obviously a little more intricate or whatever, but, you know, co-host, I got you. We're gonna exactly, better wingman. We're just gonna pick an app of the week for you. And
That's a good idea.
We'll just roto. So 1 week, 7 days, you'll only use one app.
Yeah.
You'll not touch anything else.
This
See how it works.
This is a good idea.
So we'll go 4 weeks, whatever, and we'll just see how it goes. One app. And see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good idea. My only fake devil's advocate is that I see so many of the same dudes on all the apps that I feel like I just swipe on the same people week to week. Because
then it just sounds like you're just attracted to the same dudes. Like
no, like I swipe no on them, but then they've already swiped yes on me, so then it got
Don't worry.
The app's like trying to force the dude on me.
There's plenty of these dudes out here, and you will still say no. So it's not. She's like, this app's trying to force this dude on me. Like behind the curtain, she was talking about we don't have no free will, so I don't know what matters. Maybe the app is actually just showing you what's true. Like maybe you should find that out, huh? You know, I don't know.
All right. Well, I like your plan. Whatever. Fine.
You shouldn't have brought up the devil's advocate. That's all I'm saying. You should have brought it. You should have left it alone.
Last section, last topic. You put this on there. You say it.
Which one did I put on there?
Be less nice.
Oh.
I said the other one was your hardcore one, but this one might actually be the hardcore one.
Man, I genuinely didn't even remember that I put this one on here either. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So this one, I'll be honest. There's not a true, like, best friend, real friend to me that believes I can do this.
That's fine. We should still discuss it.
There's
a lot of aspects to this.
But I'm going to put it on here. So I put...
For somebody who hates resolutions, you sure put some good ones. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I hate resolutions. I'm a better team player than I was a year ago, okay? Sorry. Jeez. Gosh. So I said that my resolution is I need to be less nice to bitches that don't put out, aka owe me sex. Because everybody who knows me knows one of my favorite lines from Kanye is I feel like there's still bitches that owe me sex. Yeah. So that's where that came from. And now when I say that, I'm not saying like, oh, we went out and, you know, we flirted for a little bit and I was like, you should come over and you said no. Like, you're fine, girl. Don't worry about you. Like, I'm not talking about you.
Right. It's not like an entitlement thing. Yeah.
I'm talking about these women that have occupied a reasonable amount of my time, energy, possibly money, definitely feelings, only to be like, nah, I'm good, we good, give me a hug, let's hug it out, bro, dap it up, and go out the way and fuck some dude that's going to literally cheat on them or do something stupid, and then they're going to come back and ask me what happened, and I'm going to be like, you left the room when you should have had sex with me.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. And I think, I can't remember if it was like the first or second episode. It was one of the early episodes when I said I was like the nicest asshole you ever meet.
Right.
That's the nice part coming in.
Right.
I need to embrace the asshole
savage
parts.
Yeah.
And again, you keep saying I can't be savage.
I know you can't, but I like it. I like this for you, this journey.
Maybe in retirement I can find my
channel. Yeah,
I can find my savage. You know,
tap in.
I'm trying to find my Super Saiyan out here, and I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna train. I'm gonna train.
I mean, I feel like, although this as a statement seems very like hardcore and like
rude, ruthless, savage.
Yeah, but there is something to this. I mean, to be honest, and honestly, it could go either way, but you're just the one saying it. So in this case, it's women. But like, there is something to the idea, I feel, of you can't use people's emotional labor and then turn around and act like you didn't ask a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like, if people are coming to you and asking you for like a lot of, like you said, time, energy, money, and not just dating, but also like the emotional labor of like deeper discussions and like getting to know each other and all this shit. And then it's like people turn around and accuse you or accuse, you know, it could easily be the other way around, a dude to a woman, like, oh, well, you were reading too much into it type thing. It's like, no, you knew what the fuck you were doing.
I was like, how many other dudes was you doing that with?
Right.
Because I got receipts.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah, exactly.
It was zero. Squadoosh.
So I definitely do feel like there's something to this, especially like, again, we're not talking about the people who are like, they're your friends. Like the vibes are what they are. Like we're talking about the people who like, you know, you're low key, like for lack of a better term, like leading this person on a little bit. Like, you know for a fact that you're going along with the flirting. You're going along with the fucking, like...
You're not trying
checking in every day
you're definitely not trying to yell at their ass.
Right,
you are out here like, no, I love that dog.
You like the attention. Yeah, exactly.
I'll never.
You're letting them do all this shit, and you're playing into it as well. And then you turn around and you're like, oh, well, you had it wrong. It's like, no, you behaved a certain way. It's like, even on TikTok, I see all the time, like, women are like, oh, silly me for thinking he liked me when he said he liked me. You know, like this kind of vibe. I'm just like, you're gaslighting me into believing this was something that it wasn't when it was like this way. So I definitely agree that that's like a thing going on that I like. Now,
here we go.
In a more,
I put it on wax, and now she's about to.
No, I'm not gonna crush it. I just mean like that's like the, you know, the nice Kristen, like blah blah blah. Just on a very basic level, again, love the savagery of this. Like, just love this for you, love this for me. I would actually agree that, like, my New Year's resolutions, dating resolutions, can be summed up as, like, be more savage.
Which is crazy because, you know, from my angle, you're already very
hella
savage.
Yeah. I think many people would say about me. But I just don't feel like people are behaving... And I don't feel like I'm putting myself first, which I should as a single person.
Correct.
And while I am very savage in certain aspects, I don't feel like I'm actually prioritizing like the
whole way for you.
Yeah. Also, leaning into the savage vibes thing, this isn't a specific resolution per se, but like just harnessing those savage vibes. Like, I really don't feel like I shoot my shot enough at people, which is, again, funny because like my personality seems like I absolutely would. And yet somehow I feel like I'm not.
So when you say you don't feel like you are, like, do you feel, let's just take, you know, obviously we're ending 2021 now. Do you feel like there are more than 2 guys you didn't appropriately shoot your shot with? Really?
Yeah, because I will talk to anyone. I'm not afraid to speak to strangers. I'm not afraid to like build camaraderie with, like, I'll go to a party that I know no one, and by the end of the night I feel like I've made 10 new friends.
Yeah.
Like, I can talk to literally anyone. But I feel like my problem is, particularly with men that I'm interested in, is that I'm so comfortable in the pocket of like getting to know someone new on a friendship level that I don't give them the right vibes. Like, I don't go there. I don't. You bring
too much FZ on the first interaction.
Right.
That maybe they don't see through it, and then now the shot can not be taken because it's too late now.
It's too late now.
They've grabbed that FZ and they're like, okay, bye. Yeah. Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are specifically referring to this as like in-person interactions that you feel didn't go well.
I mean, no, not necessarily. I literally started off this podcast, season 1, episode 1, being like, Instagram is the best dating app. Da 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 da. Have I ever shoot? I can never.
She didn't my shot. Have I ever shot my shot?
My shot in the DM? No, never, not once.
Have I ever shooted my sheet?
Every single time we bring up shooting shot, I can never say it. I always want to say shooting my shot.
Fucking funny.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, man.
People constantly tell me, I get audience comments all the time that they're just like, what the fuck is this vocabulary that you're using, and yet I can't fucking say the word shot? I don't know.
This was interesting. I did not think this was going to be... But no, what I was going to say is that I actually recently watched back the resolutions episode.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I'm not trying to just toot our own horn, but we're pretty good at this. Pretty good at this.
I feel like it's just been such a saga, too. It's funny doing something for this long. We've been at this like 18 months, and it's just like... I feel myself frequently thinking back on things that I've said, and I'm like, well, I mean, I still feel that way, but like changed a little bit, you know? That's why I appreciated that you put on here like the exact opposite thing that you said last year, because it's like, yeah, it's like we're not, you know, it's not a time capsule. Twitter and social media and everything would have you believe that anything anybody ever says is like concrete.
That's gospel.
And it's like, that's not how life is, though.
Can't be adjusted.
Yeah.
But you know what is gospel? This is the best podcast I heard
Yeah.
today.
Quarantines.
Oh, man.
Remember when we were like, oh, yeah, the name Quarantings might be like irrelevant in like 5 months or whatever, but we're doing it anyway.
Yeah, it was so funny because
We're 2 fucking years.
yeah, no, literally, you were like, "Oh, you should come up with a name for the podcast because I can't think of a name." And I gave you like 3 things, and you were like, "Oh, Quarantines, I like that." And I was like,
Quarantines.
"All right." I was like, "All right." Like honestly, it was probably of the 3 I gave you, it was probably the least one I was confident about. But you were like, "Nope, bet." And then literally right after, you're like, well, ooh, but I mean,
it's not gonna last forever, but like people still know what we mean, and like
Yeah.
who cares? It represents like a time in our lives.
yeah, we
blah,
can
blah,
still remix it for a new title eventually. It's fine. Like when Spotify buys us out.
Here we are,
so.
we're still fucking here. Omarion, hey.
Junior year, baby. Get ready, guys. We're going back to Bayside. Hey.
Yeah. Well,
But-
okay.
But
Good
my-
resolution.
yeah.
Savagery on deck for 22.
We
I'll have
definitely-
lots to report on in my many discussions with men who are not.
I will
Putting
have
out
not as
correctly.
much to report on, but I will have guys report to you about my wingmanness, and
Facts.
then you can evaluate and give the updates. Because if I give them, I'm just gonna lie. So
Good, you're savage.
And
Perfect.
at this point, most of my friends already talk to you more than they do me anyway. So it's already been moved on. So they'll know. They will fucking know. And you will know too. So it's fine. But no, actually, my shout of the week is just to Quarantings into the new
Yay!
year. So
Quarantings,
we're back.
new
We
year,
are
new
going
us.
to 2022. Who knew? Not me. Not me. Look at us. Look at us. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
And again, not me.